Thank you, everyone. Um, I wanted to spend a few moments and introduce you all to Matt Klinger from Village Fitness and Physical Therapy. One of the things when I was building and growing my gym is I love to learn from other gym owners that were doing different things in their business. So I met Matt about a little over a year ago, and we started talking about AI, automation. Matt was opening or had just opened a second location. He was growing it. So I wanted to spend a few minutes just having a conversation with Matt and see if there's anything that may inspire you, and then see how Matt is leveraging Zen Planner Engage in his facilities. So with that, Matt, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So Matt, let's just kind of begin. What started you on this journey, right? You have one location. Now you did a second location. I know you're thinking about even more. Why is that? Why not just stay in one location?
I think as a business owner, as a gym owner, if you're not trying to grow, you're going to go backwards. Like there's no stagnation. You either are growing or you're decaying. And I think it's really fun and exciting to try and grow something. And I think our first location, we knew that we had something special, but we weren't sure if it was like we have a special business model or did we just have great people. And when we opened the second location, now we're 2 years in and it's going pretty well. And now we're like, okay, now we have a good business model that we can scale and grow. It's just really fun to see it grow and see people get helped. Like you guys were talking about being able to help gym owners. I'm in this because I get to help older adults to thrive and be strong. So that's super exciting for me.
Yeah. You and I have talked a lot over the last year or so. Tell us a little about what was exciting to you about Engage, and what are some things you're leveraging Engage to scale your business model across multi-locations?
Well, I'll tell you the reason we switched to Engage was because we started a second location and we had just a hodgepodge of different softwares that we were stringing together. We had a different software for our text platform, a different software for our call platform, a different software for website forms. And somebody told me about Engage and it brings all of that together. And the best part is it links with Zen Planner. Like it will communicate back and forth based on the contacts. So I was in when they said that the CRM would communicate with Zen Planner. They had me hook, line, and sinker at that. So that's been huge for us. It's been incredible to just really simply take a contact that fills out a form on our website and automatically put them in Zen Planner Studio. And then to be able to communicate about whether they're a member or not. I know that sounds kind of trivial, but that gives us really good data. And for the first time ever, we now know Facebook lead, they signed up, it's all automatically tracked within Engage. So we have really good data now on where people are coming from and what stage they are within the business.
Yeah. So earlier this year, we launched our conversation and voice AI in the Engage platform. As I've gotten feedback from our clients on AI, there's a little hesitation there. It's another thing to learn, another thing to do. They're also running their business coaching classes, cleaning, doing sales appointments. You know what it's like being a gym owner. I know you're a big adopter and you're leveraging it obviously across 2 locations. Can you talk a little bit about what you're doing around conversation AI and what gym owners should think about when adopting AI into their gym in their day-to-day operations?
Well, the way I think about it now compared to when I first started is it's like a brand new employee in a brand new role. And what I've learned running a business is that when you have a brand new role, brand new employee, it takes a while to figure it out, like to build out the success description that actually makes sense, to train people to that and to get them to the point where they're productive and effective. And so I don't think AI is any different. I think, and I think what you get out of any AI tool is what you put in at this point. It's not some like magic bullet. It works really well when you actually know how to use it and put the work in to give it the information it needs to do its job. But just like a regular employee, if you don't tell it what to do and train it and give it clear expectations, like it's not going to succeed. So that's been my journey with it over the last year. It's like figuring out more what I need to do to set it up for success. And so now today, just last month, the month of November, the Conversation AI text booked 23 appointments for phone calls at our gym, across our 2 gyms, which is nuts. That used to take an actual person a ton of time. And the big problem that we had previously was that we didn't have very quick response time to people. So it was taking us hours, or even sometimes we wouldn't get back to people till the next day. And it like the speed to lead response is really crucial when it comes to lead conversion, because people are interested right now, and an hour from now, they're half as interested. And by tomorrow, they don't even remember that they filled out that Facebook form. They'll tell you what form, like, how'd you get my contact information? I'm like, well, Facebook told me that you filled out this form. I'm pretty sure you did. But they don't remember. So anyways, does that answer your question?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Speed to lead is crucial. And when I was running my gym, I had those same experiences, right? Where people fill out Facebook or even on the website, and by the time we actually were able to talk with them, they were like, how did you get my information? So,
Yep.
yeah. Great. So Matt, is there anything else you want to share? I think, you've had a really awesome journey scaling, to the second location. I think you told me the other day that you're looking at location number 3. But anything that you want to share with others on the audience, just around whether it's, how to grow the business, how to build good systems and process, or I'll leave it open-ended for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think just like with AI, what you get out of any software or tool is dependent on what you put in. And especially with something like Engage that has a ton of functionality and features, like it will do a lot for you, and it will work very well if you're willing to put in the work and make it happen and set it up for success. Something that we've been building and are really excited about is our new lead automation. So we now split new leads based on their relationship with us when they come in. So if somebody fills out a form on our website or a form on Meta, we split them if they've had any interaction with us before, if they're an alumni that's been in our program before, if they're already a client, or if they're brand new, and then based on where they came from. So we have all these different trees within this automation. And then we integrated like an AI chat GPT prompt within Engage that goes and pulls their attribution data as to where they came from, and then communicates with them in a way that's personalized to them. So for example, somebody filled out a form from Google on our website, on our physical therapy page, and they'd interacted with us before. So the AI thing sent them a text message and said, hey, saw you filled out a form on Google. Saw you came from Google, filled out a form on the website, interested in physical therapy. I know we've interacted before. What can I do to help? And they responded right back, because it seems like a real human. Whereas if you've been a client at a business before, or been to a business before, and they communicate with you like they've never heard of you, even if that's a real person, that feels really impersonal. So now we're leveraging AI to communicate with people based on more specific data that we have, and Engage gives us that, which is cool.
That's awesome. Great. Any parting words? Words of inspiration?
I think that I would just encourage people to be really disciplined about their organization of everything, and how you do one thing is how you do everything. be determined to be the type of person that is like, I'm going to be super organized in how I set up my memberships and my discounts and my automations. I'm actually not naturally organized, but I realized how important it was for me to force myself to be, and so I made the choice to do that, and I think that's paid big dividends for us business wise, because without that you just can't scale. That was what I learned going from 1 to 2 locations. Was there's just absolutely no way we're going to be able to have 2 locations and be successful if I'm not really, really organized. So I would just encourage people, that's not like the sexiest business advice, but I think that that's really powerful, and people should take it to heart.
Awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much for joining us today, and sharing those words of encouragement with peers in the industry. So really, really appreciate your time.
Yep. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.